Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Twisted Grove. That's right, a Twisted Grove. This is a time lapse of a ruined tower deep within the center of the grove, surrounded by archers of the land. So, what I'll be showing you here is the creation of a full tower before we alter and perhaps grief it to make it look like an old structure devoured by the grove. So the tower will be following the usual rules, being that it has a thick base before slowly thinning out as it gets past the neck, before getting drastically larger at the top where the head will be. Now, as you can see, the actual tower will be sitting on a large cylindrical base, where the guards would have perhaps slept whilst waiting overnight. It will also have 4 entrances that are distinctively shown on the 4 sides of the base, which are made out of wood. Now, we have just passed the neck of the tower and onto the head where the tower gets bigger. You notice the dent where the neck is. This is purely to add more shape to the connections and to add more decoration for when we add the wood later on. I wanted to add something different to the usual design, so I added some spires that point away from the head that will be surrounding the roof. This is purely made for aesthetical quality. As you can see here, there are 4 spires sticking out. I do make 4 more at the corners of the roof. As you can see, I'll be using a red peaked roof, traditional to all castle designs. I was going to put a flag on top, but then I figured maybe it's a little bit too much for a tower that supposedly is in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it's been raided or something like that, I'm not too sure. Here I'll be adding the extra 4 spires. I make one design and then copy and paste around the corners and finish off some other qualities that I missed at the bottom of those. Now here, I'll be adding the aesthetical quality to the building, where the contrast comes in. I'll be using spruce logs and spruce wood with the brick stone and a little bit of cobblestone at the base. You'll be seeing mostly brick as we move closer up to the top of the tower. And this is purely just to make the structure look more sturdy. I cover most of the windows with spruce logs, and I've also followed the same design as the roof of the building, where I've created 4 spires connecting to the building. Slightly different in this perspective, where the base goes into the building and the spires at the top go away from the building, as you can see right now. As you can see here, this is the final design of the fully functional tower. Now we're going to be destroying the tower to hopefully give it a nice ruined effect. Going to be coming in leaves and trees and nice stuff like that. And that will be cool to see. Now, what I used here was Voxelsniper and Worldedit to functionally try and create a nice destroyed effect at the base of the tower. What I used was the smooth brush to just randomly destroy blocks and randomly add blocks, which was also a combination using the fill tool, I mean, which adds blocks. I then use a removal brush to remove specific sections just to give it a nice destroyed effect, as if something bad happened here, as if a catapult fired upon it, or an explosion from the inside went off. Now I'm going to be covering it in leaves, hopefully using the logs to my advantage, so that the leaves don't disappear, or dissipate. The leaves act as a fungus, as if they were wrapping around the tower, sort of the only reason why the tower is even up in the first place. I'll then be adding trees and more foliage at the bottom of the tower. And later on in the build, when you see it on Planet Minecraft, you will be able to see it covered in a large forest, and most probably some more land surrounding it, maybe some more hills and stuff. And there is the finished product right there, ladies and gentlemen, the ruined tower of the Twisted Grove. A tower used to be owned by man, but now owned by the forests of the Grove. And there we have that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more Minecraft Let's Builds with us here of the Twisted Grove. See you guys next time.